Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Beat Making and Sounds for Producers.com. We're just continuing the beat that we were working on yesterday. We did a lot of mixing, not a lot, but basically, controlled the volumes, leveled out the different levels of each sound, and also did just a little bit of EQing. And we're going to further build the beat a little bit with some other elements and just kind of maybe structure the beat. So we'll see if we can get to that. Just taking it nice, slow, and easy, especially if you're new to FL Studio or just new to production as well. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit the sub button as well as click on the bell notification so that way you become part of our notifications and get to see all the videos that we have planned for the channel, and also some producer tips and mixing tips and stuff that we are also putting up. So this beat, if you haven't watched the other episodes of this series, it's basically using the Scorpion Sting Volume 1 loop pack and just showing you different ways to build on it. So here's with the beat so far. It's kind of like a happy feeling to it, but anyway, here it is. So first off the bat, that cymbal is super loud. I don't even know what's on channel 9. It's the snap. So we layered the snare, and it's good to layer your snares if you feel like it's not hitting hard enough. You can kind of just give it more complexity when you add certain things and you stack up your sounds. And I don't know about you, I always like keeping my stuff organized so you're not, totally insane when you're mixing and when you're like, building up the beat. So you know where everything is. If you just had, random stuff when you, channel route and it just says all the plugin names, you get confused. So anyway, just gonna build this up a little bit. Cymbal super loud. The snap, we can delay it a little bit. This is a little trick. Already delayed it, but I'm shifting it forward in time, so it's a little after the initial snare. See? And it gives it a little more dynamic. Just a little touch. And like I mentioned before, when you add a bunch of different things, like little things like that, they add up to making your music just sound that much more professional. The cymbal. I put EQ on every track. I clean up my sounds, and it definitely makes you sound like a professional when you mix your stuff right. So what I'm doing is just cutting off the lows. It may do a little boost right here. Let's take off a little highs. I'm gonna do a light curve there and maybe raise this. And you notice that cymbal is kind of short, so you can always just add reverb to it, just a touch. Don't get crazy with it. You can. There's like no rules with producing. Well, there is, but you kind of want to explore, especially if your ear is telling you something. And I want my drums to like stand out more, so I'm just gonna lower the other instruments. Just lower these just a tad. And this loop that you hear, we started a whole beat with just that loop, and that loop is available here in the pad section, pad folder in the Scorpion Sting Volume 1. I think it's pad loop 4. See? And all we did is pitch it up. So let me keep building this beat and hopefully not make this video long by talking too much. Just want to kind of, verbalize what I did on this beat. Now that melody in pad 1, I don't like how I can use a lot more reverb. Shift it a little bit. Open up the filter a little bit. Now we're going to check that cymbal again. Change the pitch. A little more lower frequency. So it looks like a C sharp major, and I already did the scale highlighting using helpers. You can use the drop down here, go to helpers, scale highlighting, and then you can kind of pick whatever scale that you're going to do. Usually it's major or minor natural or Aeolian. Those are usually the two main scales. Of course, you can always explore all these other scales. And I recently got the Akai Fire, which lets you do note mode, or I think it's not performance mode. I think it's called note mode, where those scales are, you can just pick it right on the hardware instead of doing all that. And that way you kind of stay in the key, especially if you're not really good at music theory. It's a little way that you can get around that. Let's see, but it's always good to know music theory so you can do different things on a technical level. Let's see here. What was I gonna do to this beat? Now I'm hearing a bass. Now those are bass loops in the Scorpions thing. So we're gonna close that and actually probably just, well, for one, create another pattern. And I'm hearing like a synth bass to add to this. So let's see. I don't know, we can do a synth bass or an 808. So let's try a synth bass. Let's do, I recently got this and haven't really messed around with it. So where is it? Is it under sampler? And it's a good way to organize your stuff so you're not looking for it like this, taking time to look for something, especially when you start getting a bunch of stuff. Because I actually have a lot more than this, and these are just ones I've been using recently that I can't find. I think it's under sampler. Yeah, Funky Fingers. Shout out to Zaytoven. Didn't get the chance to meet him in Atlanta, but it would have been cool. So let's go to, let's see, let's try this out. 808 extras. Nah, I'm looking for like a synth bass. Let's see what analog thick. Let's see what that's about. That doesn't sound like a bass to me. Yeah, for some reason that Funky Fingers just sounds really low to me. So a way around that, you can lower everything, or you can just use the volume multiplier and just remember to bring it back, you know, when a level is too loud or whatever. As you can see, it's like totally distorting. So anyway, let's just go through some of the sounds. Check out the 808s, but I did like that. I don't even. Oh well. Alright, we'll use that for now, and we'll just create something with it. So we're actually gonna do it in the piano roll. So kind of see what kind of melody I want to do. It doesn't have to be crazy. See how we're kind of following the kick pattern? And I think I wanna. It won't let me go that high. So what you can do is Control A, Control down, and just create from there. See how I'm just basically kind of following the kick pattern and adding some little embellishments here and there. Yeah, I like that better. We'll do 3 notes together like that. Cool. Let's save that because I did a lot of work. And don't forget to like save your work all the time, because sometimes, you know, programs glitch and you did all this work and you didn't save it, and you waste hours and you lose that creative spark in a way, because who knows, I may never even think of doing this again with the bass line, and then it's gone. There is a little trick you can do also. I think I have to find it. There's a way to just engage autosave and it'll save it every 5 minutes. I do think that uses processing power, especially if you don't have a good laptop or computer that can handle plugins and, you know, all kinds of stuff. I've been blessed to have, you know, upgrade my stuff finally, and it's a great laptop. You know, because I'm shooting video and audio and running all these plugins, and you can see it's barely using any power, processing power. So anyway, let's continue. I think I might want to change these notes. bring it down an octave and see what it sounds like. And this will sound better at F. And we'll just copy that over. To do that, you hold Shift down, left click. And we're gonna make this unique because we're gonna change it up a little bit and see what type of pattern I can come up with. Let's try some. And what I want to do is hopefully make this slide down to this note and see what that does. And I'm gonna try and do a slide note. You just double click on whatever note you want it to slide to and engage this right here. Notice it says slide up here in the hint panel. Hit accept and see what happens. Some reason, probably because it's not an actual audio sound, it's probably because it's just a VST. So if you had a regular 808, that's how you do that. So whatever. And I think there's a way in the plugin to do a slide, so let's just look around, check. You got high pass, low pass, this resonance. You got attack, decay, volume, sustain. Some, I don't know what logo that is. Release, so it looks like, let's try effects. Pitch, phaser, tremolo, detune, stereo, vibrato. So it doesn't look like I have a quick way to make the 808 slide there. So. And you know what I'm gonna try before we end the video. Let's see, 808, not an 08. That's an 808. There we go. I'm gonna actually try and change the parameter of the plugin and see what happens for the 808. So go here and under polyphony, which is multiple notes, hit portamento mode and mono, that way it plays one note at a time. Let's see what happens. Let's raise the slide here. That could be a beat right there. See, it's not engaging the slide. So that idea failed as well. So I can always just go through the sounds, and I kind of like how that sounds. So, but anyway. And we're gonna highlight all. And lower the volume of all of them together, and that way our 808 doesn't have to be blasting like that, and it sounds kind of distorted if you notice because of that volume multiplier. Still not distorting, so let's try EQ it first, get some of those highs out, and let's add a sound good out there, see what happens. See that? Hear that fullness? And before we end this video, I know it was a short one. Well, we didn't get much done as I planned, but I'm gonna show you how to sidechain, so that way the kick cuts through this 808. So what you want to do is select the kick. In this instance, it's the Scorpion kick, and you want to right click down here at the bottom and click sidechain to this track. So what you're doing is sending a signal of this kick to this channel. So on the 808 channel, you want to make sure you have this is a quick way of doing it. There's different ways. You want to select the Fruity limiter and go to the compression tab, and sidechain, you want to move that up to 1. So visually, look what this does. That is a signal of the kick. So usually I'll just raise the knee and the ratio. You don't have to be fancy with this. I'm just giving you like a quick way of sidechaining so your drums stand through. And lower the threshold until you're satisfied where you want the kick to kind of cut through the 808. So check it out. And I only wanted light compression there, and also what I'm going to do is delay the 808 just a tad so it kind of lags behind the kick and it's not flat on. And visually, if you want to see again, my bad, I told you wrong earlier. The white is actually the 808 and this is the kick cutting through, and this is the compression amount, the purple. And you can hear a difference. It's very subtle. I can solo it and let you hear it, but yeah, check it out. Let's do it now. Solo that and kick. And this is without limiting. Wait, I'll let you hear a little more. Hear the difference? It's like very muddy, and it kind of you know, overpowers the kick. So this is with limiting. I mean sidechain. And this type of kick actually is if you look at the frequencies, there's a lot of low end here, and I can cut that, but I actually, let me just do a slight cut there, probably close to, let's see, that way I'm giving space for the bass. And that's all you're really doing is shaping with sound. So you're kind of painting with sound. So those little things, the more you do it, and the more you pay attention to it, just the better your music gets. And don't feel afraid to learn your DAW. Just dig in and find new things. You know, for people that are well advanced, I know this stuff probably is ancient to you, or you know, it may refresh your memory of some of these things. But this is definitely you know, a good way to mix your beats and just have every sound sitting in the right place. And the right place is not really up to the engineer. You know, a lot of times, you know, some producers, some hit songs weren't even engineered; they were just mixed by the producer. You know, so don't feel like you have to do it a certain way. Just let this enlighten you, and hopefully it'll teach you some new things. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, or if you learned anything, please hit the sub button and be a part of this new channel. And the site will be launched anytime now. Really excited. Also, hit the bell so that way you're part of our notifications. And if you're ready for the holidays and you're gonna have an awesome year, give this video a thumbs up. All right. Again, soundsforproducers.com. Thanks for watching. All right. Check you later. Peace.